The presses can be divided into three main categories. One, stack type, inline press, CIC, common impression cylinder. Stack type. The stack press has separate printing units stacked vertically over the one another. Okay. Each printing unit has its own impression cylinder. This was first type of press developed for flexography. It is difficult to hold the registration between multiple colors printed on a stretchable substrate using the stack press. What it is saying, like if you are using some stretchy materials like polythene in a very low micron, like 10 micron, 12 micron, 20 micron, then once the pressure is applied, tension is given to the roll, it stretches along the length of the substrate. So like if we have initially printed one color at one station, then moving on the image from one station to another, there will be some stretchiness that can cause the misregistration. Okay, so it is best suitable for heavier gauge systems or substances. That means the substrates which have high gauge or the thickness. Okay, it is suitable for those, such as thick paper products that will not stretch, or applications that do not require good registration. Registration problem occurs whenever more than two units are being employed or color being used, because we have to superimpose one color to the another accurately to get a perfect quality of the job in terms of registration. This is the picture, how it looks. Okay. Second comes inline press. Inline press, it is exactly like the same stack press, but only difference is it is horizontal. Its plane lies on the ground. That was upstanding vertical. Okay. Like the stack press, the inline press has separate printing units for each color, and each unit has its own impression cylinder, but they are arranged in a horizontal configuration, just like a rotary offset press. Got it? Because of the distance between the printing units, problem with the print registration can occur. Tension control equipment is used on the press to hold proper registration between multiple colors. The wider inline presses are used for printing large items such as corrugated cartons. Smaller width webs are being used for printing brushes, sensitive labels at high speeds. Basically, main market is label industry in this inline press for this flexography. Okay, this is the demographic view of how inline press looks. Each and every unit is a complete printing, system in itself. One color will be printed at a time, and then it will have to go to the another one. Same thing will be repeated with another unit. Okay. Third, common impression cylinder press. So basically it is the most important type of press because it is used in quality jobs. Instead of the printing units being independent from the others, they are all grouped around a common impression cylinder. Like you can see, only impression cylinder is in the center. All the units are equipped around it in an arc. Okay. The name is taken by this principle that the impression cylinder is common. That is why it is called CIC. What it does, only one impression cylinder is used, and this at the same time pressure is applied to all the units, all the plates of the substrate. So as we were talking about the low gauge or stretchy material, when we take the stretchy material, that is the web direction. If we pass the material through it and then come back to it, the material will be in contact of this impression cylinder. There will be less chance of getting stretchiness. Okay, and we will start printing from here to the last one. The substrate will be in a support of this impression cylinder. That will eliminate the chance of being stretchiness and misregistration. Getting point? substrates that do not stretch as they move around the impression cylinder. So the common impression cylinder press is a good choice for printing on substrates such as thin plastics that would be normally stretchy when used on the other types of presses like polythene, okay, CPP, BG, back grade BOPP, okay. This type of press provides for better registration of multiple colors. Some CIC presses have impression cylinders that are as much as 8 feet in diameter, which allows for as many as 8 stations to be placed around the cylinder. That means it is totally dependent on how much colors we do require on a machine. The diameter of the common impression cylinder will be according to it, because we have to require an ample amount of space to install the proper inking system and place system on that. One color unit will be required some space. If cylinder diameter is less, then we might not get enough space to deploy the another one. So as far as the number of stations or the colors increases in the press, the diameter of the common impression cylinder also increases. Okay. The only drawback of the CIC press is that can only print on one side of the substrate. Why? Because the other side is being blocked by the impression cylinder itself. Got it? Like inline and stack type, we can deploy 2 printing units against the one or another, so that can print on the both sides of the paper. In that case, we will not be needing any kind of impression. Both the plates will apply the pressure against each one, and then both sides will be printed through. So this is the only drawback of the common impression press, that it can only print at one side at a time. It is the market share of the flexographic printing process. Current estimates indicate that about 40% of the all packaging printed globally is through the flexo process, with annual growth of 5%. That means around 40% has been captured by flexography and increasing with a growth rate of 5% every year.